You like girl failures? Oh, of course you do. You're a f***ing victim of the internet. Listen, I like capable women. I think the internet's obsession with girl failures is severely misguided and kind of a bad thing in the long run. Listen, I know many VTubers who personify girl failure, all right? It is not good. Consistently being a quote-unquote failure, describing yourself as such, and living in a way where you never really evolve from that sort of sense of being a failure is a very shitty way to live. They can't be that bad. No, probably not, right? I think that girl failures and boy failures as an archetype and being stuck to that archetype is a really shitty mentality to have. You're limiting yourself in terms of mentality and how far you can go in life. Being obsessive with failures is also a recipe for disaster in a lot of relationships, because when you get to the point where you are a failure and like a travesty, you end up becoming just another chore for somebody to take care of, and that can become very, very taxing for a partner. That happens for any kind of mental illness, borderline personality disorder, severe depression, and that's not to say that these people are particularly bad. There are people who are mentally ill that have those struggles forming relationships and have the inability to separate themselves from their mental illness to maturely handle relationships. No, I think that if you call yourself a failure enough times and you believe that wholeheartedly, then that becomes who you are. And that sounds like parent advice, but I legitimately mean that. There's so much more to living than just wallowing in your own rot, you know? I mean, maybe they're playing a character, right? VTubers are all about kayfabe after all. Being able to have some level of rot is important, but you shouldn't necessarily let that rot become you. To me, I just think it's